Hi, my name is Zarek Barlow, and I'm answering the question, are our devices spying on us? The definition of spying means to secretly obtain information. So as long as these companies are collecting data and using it within the terms and conditions that we've agreed to, this legally shouldn't be considered spying. But personally, I'll be arguing that these companies are knowingly collecting information without our knowledge and at times against our will. Although it's true that most of us have not read the terms and conditions of the products and services that we sign up for, I believe these companies know that and are using this information against us. Ashley Boyd is the president of the company Mozilla of the Firefox browser. She has mentioned that some companies such as Roku are making more money as an advertiser than they are as a hardware provider. So even after we purchase their TVs, they are collecting our data as we're watching and using this information and selling it to other companies. This can be disturbing for an unaware consumer. Other companies that use a similar data collection method is Google, Apple, Amazon, and Meta or Facebook. Even credit bureaus and data broker companies desire this information as well. These companies profit from our habits long after we purchase their product. Boyd mentions that we have the power to disable the agreement that allows them to collect our data, but many companies have made this process of disabling very difficult and perhaps even ineffective. It would be at this point that I consider their data collection as spying because it's being disguised. I feel that we're being targeted on all fronts. People look at their phones over 86 times a day, and over half of those times, you're likely to see an ad pop up of some kind of offer. I have to constantly remind myself to resist the urge to accept these offers. These ads are wearing us down on a daily basis. If we consider the GDPR, or General Data Protection Regulations of the European Union, we can see that even the EU has deemed this form of data collection as a problem. For 10 years, they've been attacking big companies for how they have been collecting data from consumers. In 2019, Google was fined €57 million for violating the GDPR. The United States should follow suit and start limiting the reach of these tech giants so that we can at least try to limit the strength of their monopolies on technology and data. Our current regulations are outdated. It does not protect all sorts of user data in the United States, nor have they been updated to reflect the current times and technologies that are being used. I personally have been going through different stages of grief concerning my data's privacy. I think my privacy is dead, but I refuse to accept that this is okay. If we were to accept this idea, we might see a world like Connor Williamson's I Needed the Discounts. In this New York Times comic strip, the individual was paying more and more money for discounts through a tech giant application. The tech giant would also give them access to their own data profile, where the consumer is being even further manipulated and guided down whatever path the tech giant thought that they wanted based on the data. A potential positive effect of giving up my own data would be to resemble a future like Brian Johnson. Johnson is the founder of Kernel, a company that uses brain data for the goal of finding solutions to human problems. Johnson believes that war, terrorism, climate change, mental health, and even pandemics can be remedied by better understanding the brain. If there were a powerful company that cared more about the good of humanity than the profit that they could make, then perhaps forfeiting my own personal data might be worth it.